get pizza delivered just about anywhere.
You are?
Thank you. It's Domino's Pinpoint Delivery.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on a 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
I am so glad to be back at the 3-Day, and I walk for every single name on this flag we carry all 60 miles with us.
I'm walking for my best friend, Leah. I walk because I must.
I walk because I am a survivor.
I walk because we want to save our children.
I'm walking because I can, because cancer didn't win, it didn't beat me, I beat it, and so I showed up for this walk.
Oh yes, you gotta see it to believe it. I can't get enough. And the rookie gets it done. It's everything I love. If I'm upset, so be it. You gotta see it to believe it. I can't get enough. It's everything I want. This is a whole other league now. You gotta see it to believe it.
The Yankees pregame show on Yes is brought to you in part by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
If you love baseball's most storied franchise, step up to bat in the New York Yankees Foundation Grand Slam auction, which is open now and runs until 8 p.m. on Saturday, Old Timers Day in the Bronx. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to your website and on your screen to bid on amazing items and VIP experiences like a 1998 World Championship ring and a gourmet dinner for 10 at home plate inside the stadium. And I'm just thinking, as you often cite, you're an old, beat-up, mangy old catcher. Wait, well, you don't exactly
mangy.
put it that. Yeah,
I don't know about the mangy part.
I don't know. That was in the prompter. Anyway, but yeah, I would assume you would want to go to home plate, gravitate towards that deal, right?
I think about all the years that I was behind home plate getting beat up with balls in the dirt and foul balls. I think it would be great to have dinner for 10. You and I can bring 8 of our closest friends. You think we can find 8 friends?
You get 6, maybe.
Maybe 7.
Yeah, and then, and of course, you get dinner. You get a little wine pairing, a little pinky out with that, right? Like a gentleman?
Like a gentleman. We'd be totally under control. But that would be a nice night, having a little dinner at home plate at Yankee Stadium, a little photo op, too.
Yep, you get a photographer and everything. So anyway, check those out. QR code on your screen. Meantime, back to the ball game tonight. Tigers lineup presented by Toyota. Kerry Carpenter is DHing tonight. Meredith mentioned Miguel Cabrera not getting to start. He could pinch hit later on. Kerry Carpenter, a .369 hitter over his last 30 with 9 home runs, and then Spencer Torkelson, 10 homers over his last 25. They go up against Clark Schmidt. Schmidt actually didn't pitch poorly against him his last time out, but got into that 1 inning of trouble in the 5th when he gave up 3 runs.
Yeah, and also the pitch count got him. He got a lot of 2-strike counts and didn't have really the pitches to put away and have some easy at-bats. So he's going to try to rebound tonight. But I think the thing is, you see the number of innings that he has pitched this year. Beforehand, only 90 2/3, so he's thrown 44 more innings to this point. If he goes 6 tonight, that's 50 more innings, so that's a concern, but I don't think it's a big concern. I'd love to see him keep going here during the month of September and try to build on what he's done already this year.
So we mentioned Austin Wells is paired with him tonight, getting his first taste of catching at home in the Bronx, and if you're Wells, you've basically been told you're going to get a lot of reps. What's sort of the approach working with these pitchers for the first time?
Yeah, first of all, I'm excited to see him get to perform in front of the Yankee fans. He's never going to forget this night. I know his parents are going to be there as well. Meredith told us that. But I think if you're a big league catcher, the biggest transition is really getting to know the personalities of your staff and being able to work that staff. Receiving at the big league level is so much easier than it is at the minor leagues. Minor leagues, you have great arms, but they don't have great control. you almost feel like a hockey goalie. When you get to the big leagues, you realize these guys generally know where they're throwing the baseball. So the receiving skills are going to be a little bit tighter for him. So that shouldn't be a problem. We know that his arm is not the strongest, although he's thrown out the only runner that's attempted to steal on him. The biggest challenge for him, getting to know the guys in the rotation and the personalities out in the bullpen and what he needs to do with his personality to get the best out of them every night. Tonight he gets Clark Schmidt. We'll see how they do.
He's made it look pretty easy so far behind the plate. We got to take another break, but we have got more ahead as we continue to get you ready for baseball at the stadium. After another timeout, Flash will give us his key to the action. Stick around.
Fields rolls across in time. Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. Yankees
win. Can a handyman fix my leaky faucet?
How much does it cost to have my HVAC checked?
How do I know I have mold?
What do water pipes break?
Home questions don't have to keep you up at night. Get peace of mind with Thumbtack. We'll connect you with local pros for any home project, from a small fix to a big remodel. See transparent prices, read verified reviews, and book with just a tap. Thumbtack, the easy way to care for your home.
With ButcherBox, you never have to worry about what's for dinner. We deliver grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Get high-quality meat sourced from trusted partners with free shipping always. Join and get 2 fillets and 2 lobster tails free in your first box. ButcherBox.
Meet Away's iconic suitcases, redesigned. With even more traveler-friendly features. In new colors, inspired by the world. Designed to stand out. Blend in. And look good everywhere you go. More color, more luggage, more travel. Away. Shop at awaytravel.com.
All right, here we go. It's a big responsibility to be a designer. Dagny Dover is a bag brand based in New York City, founded by 3 women. We make hyper-functional, performance-driven bags. That's like a mouthful. We're all about getting the most out of life. When you're organized and you have your things together, you feel good. And when you feel good, you can live life intentionally. Oh, it's pronounced Dagny Dover. Dagny means new dawn. It's a new dawn for fashion.
Engines.
The Yankees pregame show on Yes is brought to you in part by New York Presbyterian, with world-class doctors from Columbia and Weill Cornell Medicine. Stay amazing.
Yanks looking to win the first 2 of the series and make it 8 of 9 wins. They're in a good groove, feeling good. What's your key to the game?
My key to the game is Matt Manning and his slider. We already mentioned it during the show. He had a good one last time out against the Yankees, and he threw it a lot, 47% of the time. So if you're the Yankees offensively, you got to figure out a way to combat that. You can just say, you know what, if I get a fastball early in the count, I got to take care of it so Manning doesn't get to his slider. The other way is to say, I'm just going to sit off speed the entire at-bat, banking that he's going to throw that slider over the plate at some point. If he does, you can't miss it. So 2 ways to go. I'm interested to see the Yankees' offensive approach against Manning tonight.
Yeah, the question is who will power up if they do, because as you have said, the power is on display lately. The home runs, a few of them last night. Stanton with his 400th. Could he go deep again? You got to stick around and find out. Michael K. Paul O'Neill with a call. Meredith reporting. Flash and I will see you on the post game. Have a great night and enjoy the ball game. Coming up next on Yes and the Yes app.
And Andy Pettit with 4 strikeouts. Scott Robinson. And right back. Track on the wall leaps. Oh, what a catch by Olenita on the ground on a hop to Brocious. Fields rolls across in time. Ball game over.
Everything you love from ShopRite is now in your phone on Instacart. Get free delivery on your first order.
With ButcherBox, you never have to worry about what's for dinner. We deliver grass-fed beef, organic, free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, wild-caught seafood, and so much more. Get high-quality meat sourced from trusted partners with free shipping always. Join and get 2 fillets and 2 lobster tails free in your first box. ButcherBox.
6 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on the 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
This week, Stop and Shop for great deals. Stop and Shop salad blends are 2 for $4. Lay's potato chips or Lay's kettle chips are $1.97 each when you buy 3 with a digital coupon. And mini cucumbers, mini sweet peppers, or Campari tomatoes are 2 for $4. Stop and Shop. Feed the moment.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
This is the day for you here in New York City. We have a hot pitching matchup as well. Matt Manning will go for the Detroit Tigers. He pitched very well for them. And Clark Schmidt for the Yankees, sporting a 4.56 ERA, trying to go 1 game over 500 for his record for the season. And it is time for baseball as the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the Detroit Tigers in the middle game of the 3-game set from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball. Along with Paul O'Neill, I'm Michael Kay. Yankees won last night, their 4th win in a row. They've been very, very hot of late. Now, we've been talking about the kids a lot, but sometimes the adults in the room have to take over.
Stand up, Michael. I agree 100%. But you know what? The Yankees have been rolling, and DJ LeMahieu has been rolling power-wise. Boom. He leads off the game last night with his 7th home run in the last 13 games. And then later, you know what? Every once in a while, you'll see a milestone. Big G in a 1-1 game steps up number 400 of his career. Not a lot of people in this game that ever wore the jersey get to tip their hat to the fans after hitting their 400th home run.
Yeah, big moment for him and the fans showing their appreciation. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. You mentioned 7 homers in 13 games for DJ, 8 ribbies, 10 runs scored as well. And for Stan, he's the second active player with 400 home runs. The other guys in the other dugout, Miguel Cabrera. The Yankee Utes, that's been a thing we've talked about a lot, but one of the guys that's been left out is Oswaldo Cabrera. He can do it all. Today he's in left field, but he's not forgotten by Meredith Barakovitz and Aaron Boone next on Yes.
And 100 wins at this early stage, what can you say? Well, the Yankees are incredible. That's what I can say.
Darryl has come off the bench, hit well, and it's gone! Grand slam home run. Down to 1 more out. David Wells has pitched a perfect game. Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Remarkable year for David Cone. There it is, call strike 3. And the Yankees have won on the RBI single by Derek Jeter. There they are, your 1998 record-setting New York Yankees.
We just shipped our millionth monthly coffee subscription box. We're sending custom thank you gifts to everyone on our team who helped us get there. I had to call Eric at Custom Ink. Custom Ink has been with us from the beginning, and he makes sure that we get everything we need and even reminds us of our own company milestones. This milestone, though, I get to tell him about. He is every bit as excited as we are and knows great quality products we can customize and send for the gifts. Celebrate all your milestones with custom gear. Get started today at customink.com.
I have lucid dreams almost every night. I keep thinking I have
some kind of double life. Years ago, I came up with the design for a beautiful flowy dress with a pattern made from real flowers. During hard times, I go into survival mode and I have bright dreams every night. Every night, I close my eyes and I find myself inside my brain. I travel through memories and time. I just want to keep dreaming forever.
Please just leave me alone.
Welcome back to Yankee Stadium on a steamy night in the Bronx. Game 2 of the 3-game series between the Yankees and the Tigers coming your way in just a little bit. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovitz. Oswaldo Cabrera is back in the lineup tonight. He'll play left field and bat ninth. Last year, Cabrera came up as one of the young guys with a ton of potential. This year, he's really struggled to find consistency at the plate. Earlier, I asked Aaron Boone why he thinks that is.
When you get a pitch that you get your swing off with, that's a good pitch to drive. That's the one in this league you got to take advantage of. And I feel like there's been a lot of pitches he's got where, man, ooh, he got the good swing, foul ball. And, you know, this game, like, to be a really good hitter at this league, you got to be able to dominate the fastball. And I feel like that's probably gotten him into a little bit of trouble. And I think that's probably stemmed from just being a little bit off mechanically or kind of in that groove. But I really think he can be a really good player in the league.
Cabrera has been doing a ton of early work to try to get himself right at the plate. I actually spoke to him during one of those sessions today, and he said there are some mechanical adjustments he's been making, but more than anything right now, it's about just trying to get his confidence back when he walks into the batter's box. Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. When we get back, Clark Schmidt will get the ball. Yankees, Tigers, next, right here on Yes.
To move, so I make it harder. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. Hey world, the time has come to.
Michelin keeps innovating so the world can move in better ways. Michelin, motion for life.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall.
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back.
I just love fall. Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it. Peak fall achieved. DQ, happy tastes good.
There's DNA, then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. It's engineered into every aspect of the GMC Sierra HD, with the pulling power to prove it. Tow hitches of the world, prepare for glory.
Jumping. It really is something.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by the new Defender 130, 8 seats, infinite adventures. By the New York Lottery, get out there and play. Please play responsibly, must be 18 or over. And by Stop and Shop, feed the moment. Well, it's a hot one here in New York City. But we are ready for some baseball here at the stadium. The Yankees have taken the field, so let's take a look at the Tigers starting lineup. Brought to you by TikTok. Akil Baddoo in left field leads off. Zach McKinstry is in right. Spencer Torkelson at first base. Cleaning up the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Matt Vierling at third base will bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing second base, Andy Ibanez. Parker Meadows in center. Carson Kelly is going to catch. And Zach Short, of course, plays short. And they are going to face that man, Clark Schmidt. See his numbers? This will be his 28th start. So he's taking the ball every 5 or so days, 8-8 with a 4.56. Paul, let's check out the Nissan Pitcher Scouting Report.
Wow, 8 times. Clark Schmidt has had 8 starts this year without a run scored for him, which is tied for the Major League lead. A little better last start. He really was cruising. 4 shutout innings to start the game, and then all of a sudden got touched up for 3 runs, but threw the ball fairly well. A breaking ball. I mean, he has a good one. He has all year. The Tigers are going to see a lot of it. They were 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts against him in Detroit.
Let's check out the Yankee defense behind him, presented by Buick. Oswaldo Cabrera, you heard Meredith talk about him. He's in left. Jason Dominguez in center. Giancarlo Stanton over right. Infield, Peraza, Volpe, Torres, and LeMahieu. That's third to first. The rookie Austin Wells behind the plate. Aaron Judge, the DH. Clark Schmidt is on the mound. Mike Molinsky, the home plate umpire. The crew chief, Alan Porter at first. Nate Tomlinson at second. And Sean Barber is over at third. Tigers are 63 and 75. And the Yankees are 69 and 69 as they have climbed back to 500. And last time they were 69 and 69, of course, it was in 1969.
You know, I remember that from last night, Mike. If you would have given me a test, I would have got that one right.
And let's do it here in the Bronx. First pitch swung on a miss. We're underway. Yankees have won 4 in a row. The Tigers have lost 7 straight games here at Yankee Stadium. Grounded outside of first. 0-2. Well, the bleacher creatures just did roll call again for Jason Dominguez. He made some news yesterday by giving the ET sign, and when asked after the game if he'd ever seen ET, he said no.
How do you know the sign then?
I guess somebody told him, helped him out. I mean, he's 20 years old, Paul. So E.T. is like a classic.
Yeah, that's
it's like Citizen Kane.
I didn't let that sink in. You're right. So if I ask him about Greece or something, no.
Look at what? The 1-2. 2-2. Fly ball, right field. Stanton makes the play. All right, Paul, it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
Well, last 3 turns, talking about the starting rotation, the pitching has been phenomenal. The last 15 games, 2.20 ERA, which is a major league best. It's looking fun again, Michael. The team's playing well. All of a sudden, it looks like they're having fun again, and that's always fun to see. And no room for error. At this point of the season, you cannot give away innings, hits, runs, especially wins.
Yankees have 24 more games remaining. 2 more against the Tigers, and then 3 against Milwaukee over the weekend here. Before the Yankees hit the road again, it'll be 4 in Boston and 3 in Pittsburgh. McKinstry has struggled. In his last 10 games, 7 for 41, 171. Overall, 234. Just missed. Let's take a look at what the home plate umpire is all about. Mike Molinsky. He's hitter friendly. Fewer inside strikes. Mike's in his 18th big league season. That one is wrapped to right field. It's a base hit. That's going to go to the wall. Playing it out there is Stanton. And McKinstry picks up a 1-out double.
I think you jinxed Schmidt. I mean, you said McKinstry's really been struggling. Well, he lines one to right field. And the only important thing right here that as Big G gets back there, it's a sure double. Just don't mishandle it. Make sure you take your time first time through. Get into second base and hold him there.
Here is Spencer Torkelson. 1-0. first, one man out. So, Paul, I'm driving to the ballpark today, and you know every car on the dashboard tells you what the temperature is. You know what popped up on mine?
Did you get triple digits?
No, Aaron Judge popped up. 99.
Oh, very nice. I should have known it had something to do with the game, huh?
Wow, it's hot.
It's really funny you say that because I was driving in today and I was trying to find it on my car and I couldn't find it. I knew it was hot though.
Schmidt fields the slow roller and gets Torkelson. Well, speaking of the weather, Game Time Weather presented by Bigelow, the official hot tea of the Yankees. It's 90 right now, feels like 90. Humidity 46%, the wind out of the northwest at 5 miles per hour. There's 99. Standing next to the captain. Two captains together.
I tell you one thing, you got a school bus if he stood up in your car. You said he stood up in your car. Well, you better have a high ceiling.
So here is Kerry Carpenter. Runner at third base, 2 men out. Just underway here at the stadium. Tigers and the Yanks. And a strike. The Yankee starters, part of the turnaround why they're playing better of late. Last 15 starts since August 20th, their ERA is 2.20.
Well, that's a knuckle curve right there, and he used that a lot in Detroit. Whenever in the scouting report, they were 0 for 5. It didn't hit that pitch all night, so look for it a lot from Clark Schmidt tonight.
The 0-2. Well, it's got a piece. Stay alive. Since the beginning of August, Carpenter, one of the hotter hitters in baseball, hitting .350, 41 hits and 117 at-bats, 9 homers, 23 runs scored, 21 ribbies. The 0-2. 1-2.
The younger you are, the more you need ARP. How you like that, Michael? I feel so much younger about myself.
Do you really?
They threw that up just for me and you.
And there's a base hit to left field. Scoring is McKinstry, and Carpenter, who's been red hot, continues so with an RBI single. It's 1-0 Tigers.
Yeah, that was 3 consecutive knuckle curves, and none of them were his best. He hung this one also. Not a great swing, but he put it in play the other way and found a hole. Put the Tigers up 1-0.
Here's Vierling. And a strike. Now you can see that A.J. Hinch, the Tigers manager, he's trying to play everybody. They've got things to look at, people to evaluate. So Cabrera played yesterday, he's out. Lipsius out, Baez out, Rogers out. So 4 guys in yesterday's lineup, they're all out.
Yeah, Vierling's really an outfielder. Plays all 3 outfield positions, but he's been playing a lot of third base here lately just to get some time. First season with the Tigers, came over from the Phillies.
Yeah, the deal for Gregory Soto and Cody Clemens.
Clemens, I know that name.
Oh, yeah. Runner goes. Did he go? Yes, he did. So Vierling down on strikes. But the Tigers get a run on 2 hits. 1 man left on base. Tigers won. The New York Yankees coming to bat. And let's do it. Deep to right field. See ya. A 2-run home run for Volpe. That ball is gone.
Boy, I tell you what, something fun to watch. Absolutely sensational. The joint is jumping. It really is something.
10 years from today, Lisa Schneider will become the undisputed leader of a ginormous pack of dogs. Rescue dogs, to be exact. A second act made possible by the career reskilling courses Lisa's already taking now with AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does, so she can finally run with the big dogs and the small dogs who just think they're big dogs. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
I think I'm ready for this.
Heck yeah. With E-Trade, you're ready for anything. Marriage, kids, college.
Kids moving back in after college. Here's to getting financially ready for anything.
And here's to being single and ready to mingle. Who's ready to cha-cha?
So the Tigers score a run in the top of the first. Here's the Yankees starting lineup brought to you by TikTok. LeMahieu leads off, then Judge and Dominguez. Cleaning up, second baseman Gleyber Torres. Giancarlo Stanton, his 400th home run. Last night, he's in right field batting 5th, and Austin Wells back behind the plate. The rookie will catch. Anthony Volpe, the shortstop, at 7th, batting 8th, and playing third base. Oswald Peraza and Oswaldo Cabrera is in left field, batting 9th. And they're going to face a pretty good pitcher, Matt Manning. 14 starts, 5-4, 3.62. Much better of late. Let's check out the Nissan pitcher scouting report.
Yeah, he's looking to repeat his last outing on Thursday against the Yankees. 6 shutout innings, and threw more sliders. And that game he threw 47% sliders, which is the highest of the year. Yankees were 0 for 8 against that, and only 1. Now, you talked about it, Michael. Better lately in his last 4 starts, pitching to a .038 ERA, only giving up 1 earned run in those 4 games.
And there's a strike to LeMahieu. The Yankees have won 4 straight and 7 of 8. 7 of 8 for only the second time this year. And they're at 500 again for the first time since they were 60-60 on August 15th in Atlanta. That was a series to forget for the Yanks.
You know, we left that Marlins series, Michael. Remember, they had that horrible defeat in the bottom of the 9th, and you just knew something was not right. And then they rolled into Atlanta, and it took a while to get over it.
Hit shortly and through for a base hit past Vierling, and a leadoff single for LeMahieu. Let's check out the Tigers' defense presented by Buick. Baду in left, Meadows in center, McKinstry over in right. Infield, Vierling short, Ibanez and Torkelson, that's third to first. Kelly behind the plate, Carpenter the DH, and Manning on the mound. Here he is, Aaron Judge. There's that slider. 1-0. Judge walked 3 times yesterday. On-base percentage this year, .394. Fastball tipped into the glove of Kelly. 1-1.
You know, it is amazing, Michael, when you make the turn to come into the stadium and you go by the stadium, you see all the fans. How many number 99s are on the back of the fans? I mean, it used to be 2, and now it's 99.
For sure, all over the stadium.
99 koozie there, right there. I didn't even know they had those.
High fly ball toward the line. McKinstry runs out of room. LeMahieu on first, held there by Torkelson. Veerling deep at third, close to the line. Ibanez, the second baseman, shades up the middle. A lot of the right side open. Just missed with the slider. Good take by Judge, 3-2.
Boy, your scouting report has been right on point to this point, Michael. Mike Walensky behind the plate has not flinched at those balls just off the outside corner to both lefties and righties.
Scalded the other way, foul. Timeout by Judge. Manning, former first-round draft pick by the Tigers in 2016 out of high school. 9th overall pick, so it's taken a while. He's in his 3rd major league season. Missed off the plate, just missed. McManning wants that call. So first and second, nobody out, and that'll bring up Jason Dominguez.
Again, a perfect pitcher's pitch just off the outside corner. Walensky not budging on that. Aaron Judge in his career has had so many of those low pitches away called. He deserves a few.
Now, Dominguez is the second Yankee ever to have 3 or more extra base hits and 4 or more runs scored through his first 4 major league games. And Yankees of a certain age will smile at this name. The only other Yankee to do that way back in 1937, Tommy Henrich, called Old Reliable. Used to see him at the Old Timers games.
Mm-hmm.
One, 2-1. Pretty heady stuff. 20 years old. He's batting 3rd in the Yankee order. And Boone said, I like to balance the lineup with him being a switch hitter. It's a good spot for him. 2-1. 2-2.
You know, looking back, and we get Bernie in the booth last night. I mean, you're talking about balancing the lineup. A switch hitter at number 4 in the 4-hole with Bernie over the years. It makes managers' jobs on the other side so much more difficult just because there's really no advantage to bring in a righty or lefty.
Chopped over the mound. Short charges, fires. Runners move up, and Dominguez out at first. In at the corners for Gleyber Torres, back at short and second. Torres leads the Yankees with 60 runs batted in. Judge has 58, and Volpe has 57. Couple of ribbies out there right now. Time called. Boy, does Manning take his time. Wow. Good slider, 0-2. He's using all 20 seconds. He's getting the sign well before that, and Jin stays in the set.
He's one of the top pitchers in the American League as far as how many pitches an inning. But, boy, he makes a purpose, and there's an awkward swing right there by Gleyber Torres.
What was that about? Was he guessing something else?
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, you kind of caught in the middle thinking slider, breaking ball, and all of a sudden, oh, this ball's about to strike. And this one you see in Little League right there. Every once in a while as a hitter, you just get caught in between. Not going to do much damage with that stroke right there, Mike.
Here's Stanton. 1-0. Stanton, his 22nd home run yesterday, his 400th of his career, 451-foot shot into the bleachers in left center field over the Tiger bullpen. Oh, and that hits Manning, and he catches it off his backside and then flips to first. Wow. That had to hurt, and he's a bit shaken up. But it ends the inning, and the Yankees strand two.
You know, this is unbelievable because Manny missed some time with a comebacker earlier in the year. Come back and see how he is.
As parents, we pay out that for school. So here's a novel idea. Just spend less on your kids. Amazon has great deals on everything kids need. Instead of spending more, he spent less.
Why would a person spend more money?
He's 8 and he gets it.
I'm 10.
That's less impressive. Spending less costs less, financially.
I spend less on my grandkids.
And they don't even know it. So spend less on your kids with Amazon's back-to-school deals.
It's fiscally advantageous.
I don't even know what that means.
And let's do it. Deep to right field. See ya. A 2-run home run for Volpe. That ball is gone.
Boy, I tell you what, so much fun to watch. Absolutely sensational. The joint is jumping. It really is something.
Okay, cut it.
Ray Magliozzi here. eBay Motors has 122 million parts. Let's see, you'll need headlights and a bumper. At least you can skip the car wash.
Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors, let's ride.
Deliver yourself. The Audi Q5.
Higher than you catches football. This place is rocking.
Just as they did 100 years ago, Syracuse meets Pitt at the big ballpark in the Bronx. Saturday, November 11th. Visit cuse.com/tickets.
Scary moment to end the bottom of the first inning. 119 miles an hour off the bat of Stanton.
Yeah, just a rocket. And like I said, that's his right foot again. In mid-April, he missed an extended period of time from a comebacker where he broke his foot. And here we go again. I mean, you don't hit the ball much harder than that. A horrible break for Stanton and the Yankees.
I'll tell you what, watching that, I mean, it hit his foot, then it hit his backside. I don't think he had him throw the ball. I think he caught it on the fly.
Yeah.
That was Stanton's hardest hit ball of the year at 119. So he had a broken right foot on a comebacker April 11th out until June 27th. And there's a strike to Ibanez as we start the second. Grounded foul outside of third, grabbed by Peraza. Some stirring in the Tigers bullpen. Now, if you're in the mood to dream, and who isn't? To dream big, right? The Yankees are 7.5 out of the final wild card. It's going to take an absolute miracle to make up that much ground, but obviously, stranger things have happened. Chopped slowly, and Peraza gets Ibanez. And you look up at the scoreboard, Paul. How does Toronto go into Oakland and lose that game? So the Yankees see that right now. Oakland 5, Toronto 2. That's a final. Here's the wild card standing. So the Yankees are essentially 2 behind the Red Sox. They play 4 times next week. And 6 in the loss column behind the Blue Jays. And they play the Blue Jays 6 times the remainder of the year. So you're looking at the Mariners, the Astros, and the Rangers. Right now the Astros lead. That was driven deep to right field. Fair ball, it's gone. It is a foul ball. Wow.
Well, I thought that ball was in the upper deck. I mean, this ball was launched. Clark Schmidt kind of giggling about it, knowing that you got lucky that this ball just went foul. From that angle, you can't really tell, but boy, that ball was smoked.
Brisky is up for the Tigers. So probably that's the night for Manning. 1-1.
Boy, he fought back, and like in our pregame, we talked about in the scouting report how good he's been throwing the ball. The last 4 games, 1 earned run. So that's a shame to take 119.5 line drive off of Stanton off your foot.
Grounded on 1 hop to Torres against Meadows. Man hits the ball hard. He must be every pitcher's nightmare. Because when you deliver that ball, you're not 60 feet 6 inches away anymore. Probably closer to 50 feet.
Yeah, that was one of the strengths of Manning is, how tall he is and where he releases the ball. Obviously, you have no reaction time either way when the ball's hit that hard. But, Michael, we were looking at talking in the pregame at Big G's 400th home run, and I was talking over it. That was quite a grab from the fan out there over the fence.
I believe that fan was here with 3 of his sons.
Oh, yeah?
And gladly gave up the ball.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and I think all 3 sons and he got an autographed bat from Stanton and some baseballs as well.
Very nice. Good catch, played well.
Yep.
Took a lot of loot home.
Swing and a miss. Kelly down on strikes. Tigers go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me, and every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me, always something there to remind me.
A typical insurance? You're just another senior.
That is the third health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Get saucy. Applebee's all-you-can-eat boneless wings, just $12.99.
Step up to bet in the New York Yankees Foundation Grand Slam auction, which is open right now. You can bid on amazing items and VIP experiences like a 1998 World Series ring and a gourmet dinner for 10 at home plate. Scan the QR code or go to the website on your screen to register and start bidding. The winning bidder of the 1998 World Series ring will receive it on the field by a member of that championship team. So the auction's going to be open until Saturday, September 9th at 8 p.m. Can you imagine, like, having dinner at home plate at Yankees?
I was just thinking, how cool is that? I mean, I've had dinner on the beach. I've had dinner on the rooftop. Never at home plate.
There's so many great items, and then to actually get a real, I mean, they have the giveaway on Sunday, the replica ring. This is a real 1998 championship ring, so there's so many items, and it goes to a great cause. So make your bid. We gave you the address and the QR code. It's definitely the thing to do, and I mean, to celebrate that team, which many people believe, if not the greatest team in baseball history, it's in the conversation.
You can talk about it, no doubt about it. I know my wife's listening. She can bid on that. Mama, I'll take you to dinner at home plate. Michael will wait on us. Audrey will bring us water. Meredith, what do you do? You're the sommelier, right? You'll bring us something?
Well, it's dinner for 10. You could be one of the 10, right, Mayor?
I could. Yeah, I was going to say, what do I do? Why can't I come to dinner, Paul?
Golly, here I was taking my wife out for dinner for 2, and now I got 8 tag-alongs.
We appreciate you bidding on that item, Paul.
James, you want to come too? James is in too.
The beautiful thing about Paul, he'll eat anywhere, so. New pitcher is Bo Brisky, and Wells skies one to left field in his first Yankee Stadium at bat, and he is retired. One away. There's Brisky. This is his 20th game.
Brisky, a hard thrower, 97 with his four-seamer. Throws a changeup and a sinker at 96. I don't know, I'll throw a slider every once in a while, but hard thrower out of the pen. I'm sure he didn't expect to be in here in the second inning.
And really sending good thoughts to Manning. Hope that he doesn't suffer another injury after being hit on the foot like that. One and one on Volpe. Two and one. The 2-1. 2-2. And the pitch. Grounded to third. Tough backhand. 3 games and fires, and they get Volpe. Nice recovery by Vierling.
Yeah, Vierling very lucky. This ball didn't escape him. It kind of just went straight down and back up into his hand. Decided a backhand short hop off the heel that stayed right in front of him. It doesn't happen very often as an infielder.
Here's Peraza. Want to know?
You know, James and I were wondering because of the injury. Brisky was in the bullpen when he came in. The umpire went out and they started the clock, so he didn't get extra pitches or anything.
That's a little unusual because he is in because of an injury. I think he got some extra pitches, though. It allowed us to talk about the auction.
Oh, see, I was so enamored with the on-plate dinner.
1-1. Hinch had to come out and tell the umpire he's in there for an injury, not because we're making a change.
Right.
Manning wasn't an opener. So Brisky returned to the active roster on July 15th. He had missed a full year with right arm soreness. And that injury was a mystery. He didn't think he'd be on the IL for very long last year, but the pain would not go away. They finally found what the issue was, Paul. Right ulnar nerve entrapment. They did a hydrodissection procedure, inserting fluid into the arm to separate the nerve from the tissue. Ask your son, the doctor.
I'm just going to say I'll give him a call and see if we've ever heard of that. He was throwing 97, so something worked, huh?
I guess. Two. 3-2. Oswaldo Cabrera is on deck. Broken bat looper into left field. It's a base hit. Peraza picks up a single, loses a bat, but he'll make that trade.
Yeah, off the bat, you know this was going to be good for Peraza. A jam shot shatters the bat. But because it was not a fly ball, it dunks into left field. Now you've got an opportunity to possibly steal a base, give Cabrera a chance, knock you in with a single.
And that's going to bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. Runner at first base, 2 men out. Yankees down 1-0, bottom of the second. Now, Meredith, he's kind of been the forgotten youth.
No doubt about it. I mean, he came up last year and definitely served a number of roles, proved he could really play anywhere on the field. They used him in the outfield, and he really didn't get any reps in the outfield in the minors at all. He was certainly a bright spot for the rest of that season. And this year there were high expectations for him, but he really just could not find his way at the plate, really struggled offensively. He's been continuing to work at the plate. He was out there again early today, and I spoke with him shortly after that early session, and he said for him the biggest thing right now is gaining confidence again in the batter's box, focusing on every pitch. Yes, he's making some mechanical adjustments. They're continuing to look at video, but he needs to get back to, as he put it, the old Oswaldo Cabrera. And the old Oswaldo Cabrera used to spray the ball around the field a little bit. This year he has struggled. When you talk to Aaron Boone, he talked about how he's fouling off a lot of fastballs. That's been part of his problem, but he's certainly a guy that wants to get it right, and Aaron Boone continues to say they still feel like Oswaldo Cabrera is a very valuable player with a bright future in pinstripes.
And he works a 4-pitch walk. So first and second, 2 outs. And that brings up DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu with a single in the first inning. Yankees had runners on second and third with 1 out, but Torres struck out and Stanton lined one off the foot of Manning and was thrown out at first base to end the inning. Yankees down 1-0. Now, Paul, what do you see that LeMahieu's doing since the All-Star break that he didn't do in the first half?
I'll tell you what, he's watching a lot more pitches. He's taking a lot more strikes. And lately, swinging, trying to elevate the ball a little bit more than he used to, staying much more on his back foot, and you're seeing it turn into some home run swings.
2-0. Well, last night, first inning.
Now watch where Wade ends up, right on that back foot, which he had a lot of problems with last year because of his toe. I think sometimes that you get away from your true mechanics when you're dealing with injuries. That might have been the case the first half with DJ LeMahieu.
Let's check out Mr. Clean Magic stats. LeMahieu, 7 home runs last 13 games. That's the most he's had in any 13-game span of his career. Let's say they green light him, 3-0. Taking all the way with Judge on deck, 3-1. First and second, 2 outs. Brisky deals. 3-2.
DJ LeMahieu is so old school. He will take pitches. He'll make the pitcher throw strikes, move guys over. It's like turning the clock back when you watch him play in certain situations.
Runners go. Foul away. And they'll do it again. Peraza is at second. Cabrera is at first. 2 men out. They'll be going on 3-2. RBI single for DJ LeMahieu, and it's 1-1.
So the ball away. He swung deep, and now this ball runs in, but he still stays inside. Probably cracks his bat. But again, DJ LeMahieu not afraid to get jammed. Good things can happen with runners in scoring position. Nice base hit. You see how he kind of pivots to that backside and then just really, really rolls over that ankle on the front side.
Well, the pitching coach, Chris Fetter, goes out and talks with Brisky. Now, Brisky will have to face Judge with runners on the corners, and Brisky is on Judge's list from last year. He hit number 21 out of his 62 home runs against Brisky. The leadoff home run June 4th here at the stadium, and he also homered off him last Monday in Detroit. Judge walked in the first. Foul back.
So we cut the sound there, Michael. You weren't there, so we had no call from you. So
wow.
We cut the sound out. How you like that, huh?
Rucco is on hold for you right now. Pitch outside, 1-1. Well, I tell you what, this might be the best scouting report we ever had on a home plate ump.
Yeah.
He doesn't call anything off the plate.
Time to grab a bat, Michael. Look right down the middle.
Two and two. Coming right after Judge. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, foul back.
Well, he has had some good swings tonight. Just fouled him back.
Cabrera is at third. LeMahieu picked up his 39th ribby. He's at first. Game tied at 1. Grounded to short. That was literal as he goes the short way and gets the force. But the Yankees tie the game. 1 run on 2 hits. 2 men left.
As parents, we pay out the for school. So here's a novel idea. Just spend less on your kids. Amazon has great deals on everything kids need. Instead of spending more, he spent less.
Why would a person spend more money?
He's 8 and he gets it.
I'm 10.
That's less impressive. Spending less costs less, financially.
I spend less on my grandkids.
And they don't even know it. So spend less on your kids with Amazon's back-to-school deals.
It's fiscally advantageous.
I don't even know what that means.
They'll be here in 5. We ready?
There's a...
Oh.
We'll just put books here, and that looks fine.
That's bad. There we go.
Ooh, that's no good.
I can just go.
Yeah. Can you do that the whole day?
That works. I can't
Not
stop.
a big deal.
I can't stop.
I don't have it.
Left. Left. Perfect.
We should have used Bear.
Yeah.
Today, let's paint, spray, and stain with Bear, America's most trusted paint brand.
Was the fridge here before?
Yes.
Bear, exclusively at the Home Depot.
Mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. See your local Chevy dealer.
It's time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. And tonight's picture is of Scarlett. She was born just last week. Her parents, Sam and Zach, are huge Yankee fans and can't wait to cheer on the team with their daughter. Yeah. That's Dave Chesney's granddaughter. I love it. Very cool. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride. Mention yes in pictures you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. That's awesome. So, Paul, did you see the national anthem today?
I did. You were bragging about it. Go ahead and tell your story.
The president of Fordham, Tanya Tetlow, knocked out the national anthem like a champ.
Like it wasn't her first rodeo.
No. So she's got it all. Oh, looks like Short just got hit, so he's going to take first.
That looked like a swing.
And I think...
Yeah, I think that, he almost, the ball just ran in on his hands, but there was an intent to swing here. Ouch.
Well, that's a tough way to strike out.
You're telling me it hurts too.
Alan Porter said, "I'm sorry it hurts, but it's going to hurt worse."
Yeah, go sit down.
Here's Akil Badu. Well, anyway, my friends from Fordham came up to the booth, and they're turning you into a Fordham. You got workout clothes, and Meredith as well. There's Tanya.
Very nice.
I'm sorry, Madam President.
You know what? I will not. I'll tell you what, guys. I will not give this Fordham basketball jersey to my son because he played for Furman years ago, and you guys waxed him at Fordham. So this will be great. I'll have you sign it, and I'll send it to him. They're just rubbing it in, Michael. That's nice of you, though. Thank you.
Now we're joined in the booth by Keith Ergo, who just took the basketball world by storm last year. Turned Fordham around. It was beautiful. You sing it, Mrs. President. Wow. Three and one.
I do have to admit, when I did go to the basketball, that's one of the coolest old-style gyms I think I've ever been in.
That's Rose Hill Gym in the Bronx. Oldest on-campus gym
is that right?
in the country. Now, a little quick story. So Paul texts me when he's there. He said, wow, what a beautiful campus. And I said, oh, you got to see the statue they have of me. I said, where is it? And I'm pointing him, and he said, I can't find it. He keeps texting. I said, it doesn't exist. That's why. But you should have been in it last year. Now it's full all the time.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah. It's the place to be.
Now, Vince Lombardi was a Fordham guy.
That's right. Alan Alda, Denzel Washington.
The list just goes on and on.
That's
Michael Kay.
Michael Breen.
Good Lord.
It's just to name a few. Justin Shackle. Brian Rucco. Grounded to second. They get Badu. Mikey Frisch, the Fordham Flash.
Vin Scully. You forgot Vin Scully.
Of course. Pete Harnish. I'm sure you faced Pete.
I did. Mm-hmm. I like facing Pete Harnish. He was right over the top. He just said, here it comes.
Here's McKinstry. Pitch outside, 1-0. One game in the third inning. Yankees with 3 hits, the Tigers with 2. Soft ground ball, Torres, and that'll do it. As Schmidt has retired 7 in a row. We go to the bottom of the third.
I'm Patriotic Kenny.
And hi, I'm Amanda on TikTok.
My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
How do you feel about that?
Pretty sad.
And I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you're kidding.
We set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans.
It has changed my life tremendously.
None of this would have happened without TikTok.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Officially, it's a fridge full of beer. Unofficially, it's free AC. Coors Light, the official beer of everything unofficial.
Machine learning to predict what customers will like. Or expand your business by forecasting delivery routes with real-time data. With the most experience in the cloud, imagine how AWS can transform your business.
Well, let's check out FanDuel's live same-game parlay. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now and start making every moment more. Bottom of the third inning, Dominguez, Torres, and Stanton in a 1-1 game. And the Martian will lead off against Bo Brisky. Boy, that is really a relaxed setup. When the bat's pointing toward the dirt.
Yep. Yeah, it's all a timing mechanism. You know, you'll see where most hitters start. It's not where they end up. I mean, you watch. This bat will move. His hands will go back into the hitting position, and then you start your movement towards the pitcher. career. Dominguez just hammers this ball.
He's liking his big league stuff.
You know what? He likes the lights here. You know, I've always told you, Michael, that, you know, the lights are a little bit brighter in the major leagues. You see the ball better. I don't know that it's easier to hit, but it puts you in a better position. And, boy, when you get off to a good start, you think, you know what? You get confidence. And you've had so many players come up from the minor leagues and get off to tough starts where they're always kind of digging out of their hole to find out if they belong. And Dominguez has not been one of them. First swing of his major league career, home run off of Justin Verlander. Where do you go from there? Well, you hit a couple more.
He has 4 extra base hits, 3 home runs and a double. Two and two. Three and two.
That was a 110-mile-an-hour line drive right there, Michael, that just happened to reach the seats.
Ball 4 as Torres walks.
Well, we know one thing, Michael. He can get to the high fastball. That ball was just hammered. Very simple swing. We talked about it the other day, how he gets to the ball and goes through it. You see that bat head just continued through. That's where you get the carry of the baseball, and that's where you can really drive the ball. Love his level swing and through the baseball.
3 home runs in the first 5 games of the Yankees. Second Yankee all time. The guy who managed him in 9 games in AAA, Shelley Duncan, was the other. I'll tell you what, I got to give some love to Yankee fans. Boy, can they feel their position.
Look at that.
Somebody caught the LeMahieu home run last night on a fly, the Stanton one, and then this young man got it in front of the guy with the glove. Got athletes here in the Bronx.
You know, you got to act like you've been there before. He acts surprised that he caught that.
Well, they're going to try to get the ball for Dominguez's first
Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
All the negotiation starts right now.
That's a tough take by you. That is some catch. Of course, going to go through. Wow, from Aaron Judge. Three and two. Inside, ball 4. Yankees with 4 walks so far. Cisnero, who we saw yesterday, gave up the home run to Stanton. He's up in the bullpen.
I knew something was different. Like I've never heard Led Zeppelin used as a walk-up song. Wells just came jamming to the plate, huh?
You like that?
I did. Kind of woke me up really quick.
Not Baba O'Reilly, but you'll take it.
You know what? Yeah. Anytime you get to the walk to the plate, it's kind of fun.
Two and 0. And there's Austin's family. They were there in Houston when he got his first big league hit. First and second, nobody out. Yankees lead 2-1. Sky the other way and deep, but foul.
I think his mother said, was that a fastball? Yeah, that was a fastball, but it was a little up out of the strike zone. Have you ever noticed when the families are in the stands that the mothers look more nervous than the father, right?
Fly ball left field. Badu puts it away. Two fly balls to the left off the bat of Wells tonight. Here's Anthony Volpe. Two on, one out. Yankees lead 2-1, bottom of the third. Popped up. Infield fly, rule called. And the catch made by Ibanez, 2 away. So here's Peraza. Peraza. Broken bat single in the second to left field. Ended up scoring. Two. Pretty good changeup.
Yeah, outside the strike zone. I mean, Peraza, you can tell. You know, he's been struggling numbers-wise, hitting 165, where, you know, as a young hitter, you want to try to make it up. And all of a sudden, you know, you start swinging the pitches outside the strike zone, just trying to force it a little bit.
And the pitch. Lined into right center field. That is going to be a base hit. Cut off in the gap by McKinstry. Torres will score. Moving to third. It's Stanton. It's an RBI double for Peraza, and the Yankees lead 3-1.
Well, Peraza finally got a pitch in the strike zone, hit it hard. McKinstry really took a weird angle at this ball. He kind of went straight across like he was going to catch it, and then kind of veered off, and then had no plays. He kind of comes in right at it, and then he veers away, which is causing him to kind of slip and not be able to get rid of the ball.
Now that is going to knock Brisky out of the game. For Peraza, it's his 9th RBI. For the Yankees, it's a 3-1 lead. Cisnero coming on to face Cabrera. 2 runners on, second and third, 2 out. Stay here. And let's do it. Driven into left center field and deep. See ya!
Boy, I tell you what, so much fun to watch.
Absolutely sensational.
A nice, clean affair.
I mean, the joint is jumping. It really is something.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,500 purchase allowance on the 2024 XT5 and XT6 when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love B-dubs just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Marty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go sports bar!
There you go! That's what I'm talking about!
Is this your plan to watch the game today? Yeah, I have to watch my neighbor's NFL Sunday ticket. It's not your best plan. But you know what it is? My plan from Verizon. Switch now and they'll give you NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on them. This plan is amazing. Another amazing plan? It's backing away from here very slowly. Josh Allen.
Football season is here. Get NFL Sunday ticket from YouTube TV on us, a $449 value. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5, only on Verizon.
Well, fans, come out to Yankee Stadium on Sunday, September 10th, when the Yankees take on Milwaukee. The first 18,000 guests in attendance receive a replica 1998 World Championship ring, courtesy of Betteridge Jewelers. Get your tickets today, Yankees.com. Yankees trying to win their 5th in a row. They face the 3rd pitcher for the Tigers, Jose Cisnero. Seen a lot of action. This is his 57th game. Runners on 2nd and 3rd and 2 outs. And Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Hammered foul. Cisnero served up the home run to Stanton last night. His 400th. Ground ball to first. Torkelson will take it himself and beats Cabrera to the bag. But the Yankees scored 2 runs. But the big blow of the bat of the Martian. Usually a Martian identified with a UFO. Nothing unidentified about this. It's his first Yankee Stadium home run. 3rd home run.
The promise of America is freedom, equality. But right now, those pillars of our democracy are fragile. Reproductive rights, voting rights, the right to make your own choices and have your voice heard. We must act now to restore and protect these freedoms for us and for the future. We are the American Civil Liberties Union, and we are fighting in every state, every day to defend your rights and the rights of all people.
We have got to be here. We've got to be strong to protect those rights.
For over 100 years, the ACLU has fought for everyone to have a voice and equal justice. And we will never stop, because we the people means all of us. To learn more about defending our democracy, go to myaclu.org today.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning, and I'm partnering with the American Red Cross this year to tackle blood shortages. Giving blood's important because every 2 seconds, someone actually needs blood, and unfortunately, only like 3% of the U.S. population donates. So we have to step up to give and to make sure there's plenty of blood available for those in need. Visit redcrossblood.org to get in the game and make an appointment to give.
Well, college students, bring your New York Yankees to school with you with MLB.tv. Receive a free subscription to MLB.tv when you attend a game. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Cadillac scoreboard. Yankees lead 3-1. The tiebreaker, the home run by Dominguez. Torkelson grounds it foul. Now, I know it's early, Paul, but what do you think of Dominguez in the swing so far?
Well, obviously he can hit the ball hard. He's going to have power, and he runs much better than you would think. But, he doesn't have that true uppercut that you see a lot of people working on now, and I like that a lot.
Oh, whoa. That got him in the helmet.
Got it. Okay. Okay. I had to get it.
Well, Torkelson's not taking first.
That's what I had. I had it hitting off the helmet.
You can see Malinsky saying, I have it hitting off the helmet. He's wrong. It didn't.
Yeah, that didn't hit the helmet. It got close enough to scare you. I know that, but it did not hit you in the helmet.
You would think if it hit the helmet, it would have a click that you'd hear.
Yeah, and you would also think that the player that got hit would be heading to first base and not telling the umpire no. You know, between innings, Michael, Kirk Gibson, who does the games for the Tigers, came in and was asking me something. He was telling me a story before the game where he actually got hit right in the face. Tim Burgess, a lefty, hit him right in the face. He knew him. It was bases loaded. He knew it didn't happen. So he went into the office the next day and looked at Sparky Andrews and said, so you got the wrong lineup. He wasn't in the lineup. So he ripped it up right in front of Sparky. He said, you got the wrong lineup. I'm in there. Wow. He said, you want to be in there, big boy? So he put him in there. Gibson said, I hit a home run that day. Then I went about 0 for 30. And I went back in the office and she said, you wanted to play. Get out of my office. You talk about a tough guy and a tough player. Kirk Gibson, some of the most historical home runs you'll remember in the World Series, too.
Well, the home run off Eckersley in the World Series, I mean, that's a forever home run.
Yep. And the one off Goose in, what was that,
84.
84 World Series, yeah. Yeah, Sparky, he knew how to really get under the skin of players. And, you know, he was famous for telling them.
The call on the field is overturned. The batter was not hit by the pitch. The count remains 1-2. New York will retain their challenge.
Yeah, Sparky Anderson was yelling at Gibby from the dugout. They don't want to walk you. They don't want to walk you. Well, they should have, I guess, huh?
The way it turned out, yes. That was some team, the 84 Tigers.
Yep.
And down goes Torkelson. You know, Dominguez had a really great spring training. Both he and Volpe put on a show. Volpe got the shortstop job at 309, 3 homers and 5 ribbies. Dominguez, they wanted him to have more seasoning. He'd never played above A ball. 455, 4 home runs and 9 ribbies with an OPS of over 1.5. And it was at that time somebody high up, I'll just leave it at that, told me, don't be surprised if you see this kid up in the big leagues by the end of the year.
And we talked about it. I mean, he played majority of the year in Double-A. He went up to Triple-A for, what, 8 or 9 games, hit over 400. So, you know, he showed and fought his way here.
One and two.
I always wondered on that play, Michael. I don't know. This is one of the weird things that go through my head. You see that ricochet right there?
Right.
So if you're a hitter, you got 2 strikes. Huge situation, 9th inning. Bounces off the catcher. You see it going deep. You just swing. Swing and run to first base. You're a little late, but you just swing. Does it work?
Boy, well, what if it bounds right back to the catcher?
Then you look like a fool.
Like a fool.
All right, I don't have to worry about that anymore because you just answered my question. It could hit the Budweiser sign and come right back to the
right
catcher.
Back. Swing and a miss. Carpenter down on strikes.
Well, Carpenter got the base hit with a knuckle curve, so he went away from that. A sinker high in the strike zone and got a swing and a miss.
Here's Matt Vierling. Bierling struck out in the first.
There's no corners in that box tonight, Michael.
No. Right back to Schmidt. He catches it on a line. 3 straight 1, 2, 3 innings. 10 in a row retired by Schmidt.
KFC's $20 fill-up box.
Alexa, play Kentucky Fried Chicken Night.
Oh, yes, it's chicken night. Kentucky Fried Chicken night. Oh, yes, it's chicken night.
Make it a chicken night with KFC's $20 fill-up box.
Let's see the house.
Michelin equips more than 8 out of 10 electric vehicle manufacturers in the U.S. because game-changing cars deserve game-changing tires. Michelin, motion for life.
Tony, Jimmy John's wraps are here to stay.
Curse you, Chicken Caesar.
And jalapeno ranch.
And jalapeno ranch.
You Tuscan Italian.
Get a grip, Stevie.
That's right. Jimmy John's wraps are here to stay.
When you have something to get done today, getting everything you need today is helpful. That's why Ace has free in-store and curbside pickup, or even same-day delivery from your locally owned neighborhood Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I think I'm ready for this.
Heck yeah. With E-Trade, you're ready for anything. Marriage, kids, college.
Kids moving back in after college.
Finally, we can eat.
You know you make me wanna.
And then we looked around and said, wait a minute, this isn't even our stroller. You live with your parents, but you own a house in the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I don't get it.
Here's to getting financially ready for anything.
And here's to being single and ready to mingle. Who's ready to cha-cha?
Well, check out and follow Yes Network on TikTok for more content. That gentleman's looking at his TikTok account right now. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's 3-1 Yankees over the Tigers on the Cadillac scoreboard. And the top of the Yankee order against Cisnero. LeMahieu is 2 for 2.
Michael, I just want to show you the giveaway tonight, just in case you didn't know.
Okay.
Really fits.
All right, take off your headset. Wow.
Just what we need.
Well, we have to get a shot of you in this.
You know, it's a giveaway. What are you going to do?
Wow. And now turn the other way. I love it.
Wow.
I love it.
I might as well just wear it. I mean, it's 100 in here anyway.
You got Fordham swag and now that. You're doing all right. Pitch outside to Judge, 1-0. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-1 Yankees. Judge 0 for 1 with a walk. And you can use that on a cold Cincinnati day.
Yeah. I used it tonight. Are you kidding me?
It's not like you have a problem sweating.
Audrey thinks it's chilly in here tonight. That's what I brought it in for.
1-1. No, 2-1 now. I'm sorry.
I got you flustered?
You did. You've distracted me. It's on me, though.
You seem a little more relaxed now. All the Fordham people have left the booth. You were a little uptight.
Well, great respect for the people that work there. They're saying Matt Manning left with a right foot injury. Well, I could have told you that from up here. What's wrong with him, though? How much of an injury? Ripped into right center field. That ball is going to be in there. And it goes all the way to the wall. The Judge is going for 2, and he's going to make it. All right, let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam with Jason Dominguez coming up. This is his first 2 games here at the stadium.
It's been fun watching him, fun seeing that smile. I'm sure he's waited a lifetime. Phone home, Mr. T, or E.T. We got hits.
We got home runs. We got it all. So far, so good for Dominguez.
Don't feel that badly. I mean, if you didn't know E.T. that well, you called him Mr. T.
That's right.
So here is Dominguez. Pitch upstairs. Now, it's been a great start for the kid, but obviously now the league starts to take notice and they make adjustments, and then you have to make adjustments. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But so far, so very good. That one is looped into left field. It is a base hit. Good read by Judge, but he'll stop at third. Another hit for Dominguez. And the Yankees have runners on the corners with one out.
And this is why I tell you I like level swings, is because you're beat right here. But by being level through the baseball, you still give yourself a chance to fight it off and drive it the other way. You see, that ball was almost by him. I'm sure Sean Casey, he was a lot of that way as a hitter, and I'm sure he's loving working with Dominguez.
Skies one the other way. Tigers back in double play depth. First and third. One out. You know, a tool in the toolbox of Dominguez. He can run. He can steal bases.
He had 40 stolen bases in the minor leagues this year, huh?
See Tyler Holton, the lefty warming. Grounded up the middle and through for a base hit. Judge scores. Dominguez will stop at second. It's an RBI single for Torres, and the Yankees lead 4-1.
Well, recently you've seen Gleyber Torres really make adjustments within the at-bat. And the pitch before, he kind of overswung a little bit, missed a good pitch, then he shortened up and just kind of laced one back up the middle. And recently you've seen the type of hitter he could be. He's got power, but he still has the ability to be, close to a 300 hitter.
61st Ribby as he expands his team lead. Another trip to the mound by the pitching coach, Chris Fetter. That is one tall, thin pitching coach. So first and second, one man out. And here's Giancarlo Stanton. Trying to catch Dominguez sleeping. Grounded to short. There's one. And there's two to end the inning. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 man left. We go to the 5th. And let's do it. Deep to right field. See ya. A 2-run home run for Bowlby. That ball is gone.
Boy, I tell you what, so much fun to watch.
Absolutely sensational. The joint is jumping. It really is something.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Now get the 2023 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy among gas engines.
You put up with me for that long.
and I want to live.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
In 16 years, Greg Gerstner will land the perfect cannonball with friends he's already meeting now at AARP volunteer and community events to help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Thursday Night Football on Prime is back. Week 2, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings head to Philly to take on Jalen Hurts and the NFC champion Eagles. It's only on Thursday, and it's only on Prime. Kirk Cousins told me to ask everybody, you like that?
It's my fantasy quarterback.
Really?
Yes, it is. Somebody's got to throw the ball to Jefferson.
You're right, and it's going to be him. Fly ball left field, backing up. Oswaldo Cabrera to retire Ibanez. Here's Parker Meadows. Younger brother is Austin Meadows, who has spent most of the season on the IL with anxiety. Made his major league debut on August 21st. And has represented himself well. Fly ball left field again. Cabrera again. 2 outs. 12 in a row retired by Schmidt after Carpenter's RBI single in the first.
It's really kind of changed a little bit. He came into the game, you saw a lot of knuckle curves early in the game, and all of a sudden he's starting to get back. I mean, he had a lot of success in Detroit with that knuckle curve, but now he's kind of getting back to the way he's pitched all year. Sinkers, cutters. I almost said sweeper, Michael, but I'm not gonna do it.
You're better than that.
Breaking ball, how's that?
I love it. So if you hit a home run on that pitch, you wouldn't go to the, I just hit a sweeper.
There were very, very few pitchers that would throw you back to, if you took them, deep on a pitch, there's very few times you would see that same pitch in the next count. It's just, you had to keep it in the back of your mind. Yeah, if you went deep on the sweeper, it was off the table the rest of the game.
But it wouldn't be called that one, though.
No,
your teammates asked.
It's a breaking ball.
Okay. 2-2. Grounded to third, Peraza. 13 in a row retired by Schmidt. We're halfway through. Yankees up by 3.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me.
And let's do it. Driven into left center field and deep. See ya.
Boy, I tell you what, so much fun to watch.
Absolutely sensational.
A nice, clean affair.
I mean, the joint is jumping. It really is something.
Hunger. I only have $10 in my checking account, but it will be okay. I at least have food because of this pantry. Donna from Washington.
The Feeding America network of food banks helps provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Donna. Together, we can end hunger. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
And we can rule the world. Sabrina Ionescu from downtown New York. Welcome to Brooklyn.
The hype around this team cannot be overstated.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by the Amtrak Guest Rewards Preferred MasterCard. Say hello to bonus points. Learn more at Amtrak.com/apply. By Grand Palladium Jamaica Resort and Spa, newly renovated 5-star hotel with the best all-inclusive experience. And by FanDuel, make every moment more. This Sluggo, former teammate of yours.
Yeah, they're the old mustache catchers, I think, was the whole graphic.
That's right. And one of those catchers is going to lead off, Austin Wells. And a new pitcher for the Tigers, it's Tyler Holton.
Those are good numbers. 48 games, 2.05 ERA, and an opposing average of 175. That's pretty impressive.
And the pitch is high to Wells. 2 fly balls to the left for Austin. So he's been up to the big leagues 5 games. He's caught 4 of them now. Rortvedt caught Cole yesterday. Two and 1. Wells, Volpe, and Peraza. If you look at the Yankee lineups, it's something to be proud of. Wells a first-round draft pick. Volpe is a first-round draft pick. Judge is a first-round draft pick. Clark Schmidt is a first-round draft pick. As he waved at that one, and if you want to build a farm system, you have to connect with your first-round picks, no matter where you make those picks, whether it's at the end of the round or the beginning of the round.
Yeah, early in the year we talked about it. I mean, that's what the Baltimore Orioles have done. I mean, they're half of their lineup are #1 picks, and they have just turned that organization around from the inside out.
And also, when you look at this lineup, Cabrera out of their system, Peraza out of their system, and Dominguez out of their system. Foreign-born players, so they were not drafted. 1-1. So 7 out of the 10. Yankees in the starting lineup, including the pitcher, homegrown. And you should watch our show, Homegrown, because you could see where these players applied their trade down in the minors and worked their way up. See, Dominguez has like a modern-day version of your hair.
Who does?
Dominguez.
I had some curls.
Yeah, you have curls. He's got curls, but he's cutting it tight on the side.
They faded on the side now, yeah. I'd be afraid to fade it at this point. I grow back. You're talking about homegrown. I did home plate, Michael, and it's on the Yes app. It was a lot of fun. Going to some of your favorite restaurants. And
so what did you eat?
Oh.
Because Marcus is great. He's never invited me because I'm a bad eater.
Yeah, well, you'd have to go to the
chicken parm or a steak.
Okay, so it's very limited.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, we had a great time. We were in a nice Italian restaurant out in Westchester. We had a blast. Marcus has some energy, too, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. I'm waiting for the end. I mean, I figured the show lasts like 8-9 years. They might move to me.
Well, you know, if you get past like 3 or 4 menu items, you might be invited, you know? You got to fill the table up with food. I mean, chicken parm, broccoli, and a glass of water is not going to cut it.
You know, I could bring along my wife. She likes everything, right?
She's a foodie.
Yeah, she's a foodie. But if it's just me, I understand. I'm not welcome. The 0-1. 1-1. So on that graphic that Peraza's heating up. Last 4 games, 6 for 13. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Two and one. I'll tell you what, Malinsky's got some lungs, man.
I was just going to say, we turn our mic up behind home plate?
No, I think he turned his voice up. Broken bat, lined right at Vierling, and the Yankees go down in order against Holton here in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. There's a man with a loud voice. Yankees 4-1.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me.
Ring ding 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 a ding.
Police ring a ding ding.
Ring a ding.
You foxes talking about me?
No, it's just Uber One stuff.
Yeah, you get 10% off orders.
Ring a ding.
Ring a ding ding, Khalees.
Deliver yourself. The Audi Q5.
Hey everybody, Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. First time ever, Justin Verlander has faced his former teammate, Max Scherzer, and Verlander's Astros are teeing off on Scherzer. That's Jose Abreu with a grand slam in the top of the 3rd. That makes it 7-1 Houston against Texas and Scherzer as the Astros go for the sweep, guys.
I would go to the 6th inning. Thank you, Bob. 4-1 Yankees over the Tigers. Clark Schmidt has been dealing since the 1st. How much has he been dealing? No base runners.
Well, you look at his pitch count by inning, Michael, 23 in the 1st, and then 12, 13, 10, 10. So he has really dominated the last 4 innings.
Montefiore Einstein scoreboard. Yankees lead 4-1. One and two. How about this little nugget, Paul? Zach Short is the first major league player with the last name Short to play short.
And how long did it take you to come up with that one?
A couple of days.
Yeah? I guess you were hoping he played in the series, huh?
Now, honorable mention, Paul, goes to Shorty Fuller of the Giants in the 1890s and Shorty D from the 1915 St. Louis Browns, and they played short.
I'm still with you. Is the story going to end, or is it?
It just ended.
It's over?
Yes. There were a couple of pitchers with the name Short. Chris Short, Bill Short. But this guy's the first guy to play short. Ground balls to Short by Short. Let's go around the majors, Paul. Let's see what's going on. Jose Altuve's been going on. 5 home runs in a span of 6 plate appearances previous 2 games. Tough break for Andrew McCutchen, out for the season with a partial Achilles tear, but he plans to play next year. And the Ranger bullpen has imploded. 7.22 ERA, last 18 games, 10 blown saves, and the last 12 opportunities, and they're 4-14 over that time. They are plummeting right now.
I think McCutchen has 299 home runs. Might need just one more at bat, right?
Yeah, he was here for a little more than 1 month, maybe 2 months. What a great guy. What a great guy. Played hard. Was the first guy that you could really see that would really play up a walk, bat flip on a walk, which I loved. Yeah.
You know, another person that had 399, I think it was Al Kaline, one of the greatest players of all time, probably the greatest Tiger of all time, unless you want to go way back to Ty Cobb.
Going back, Dominguez. He's on the track. He makes the play very casually. Smooth.
Well, the key is to get to the place really quick so that you have a little time in case you need to find the wall. It's had a good sound to it. Just did not carry enough dead center field.
One and one. 81 pitches for Schmidt here with 2 outs in the 6th.
Yeah, 13 out of 20 first pitch strikes. I mean, he's been in pretty good command of the Tigers today after giving up that run in the first inning. You know, Michael, if you think about it, here's a guy that came out of the bullpen, and you look at his pitch count now. He's really taken off after the first inning. You know, was probably your 5th starter coming into the season. He's a middle rotation guy now. He has pitched that well.
Remember, coming into spring training, he was battling with Domingo Germán to be the 6th guy, but then pitchers started to fall by the wayside. And he takes the ball every 4 or 5 days. Mr. Cortez, a disappointing season for him with the injury. Michael King is in the rotation now and pitching very well. The 2-2. Fly ball right field. And that'll do it. 16 in a row retired by Schmidt.
You can't skip this ad, but you can skip being treated like one of these stereotypical seniors. That's why I chose Humana. They listened to what I actually needed. Now I'm in control of my own care.
Humana. Plus so much more. Join today. The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people like Sam who make
everyday products designed smarter.
Like a smart coffee grinder that orders fresh beans for you.
Oh, genius. For more breakthroughs like that,
I need a breakthrough card.
Like ours, with 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more.
Plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases.
And with greater spending potential, Sam can keep making smart ideas
a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $750 cash allowance on this Silverado. See your local Chevy dealer.
Memorable moments in Yankees history presented by Prevagen, the #1 pharmacist-recommended memory support brand. Yes Network started in 2002. We've had the opportunity to see a lot of 400 home runs. Gary Sheffield, Alex Rodriguez, Alfonso Soriano, Carlos Beltran, Mark Teixeira, and last night, Giancarlo Stanton. Pretty cool. Here's Cabrera against Holton. Swing and a miss. Monitor Einstein scoreboard 4-8-0 for the Yanks, 1-2-0 for the Tigers. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody up in the Yankee bullpen. 0-2. An announced crowd of 30,673 here at the ballpark tonight. Finale of this 3-game set is tomorrow night, and then the Brewers come to town. Strike 3 as Cabrera down on strikes. And the pitch to LeMahieu is a strike. And DJ's 2 for 3 tonight. Yankees trying to win their 5th game in a row. 8 out of their last 9 to go over 500, pick up their 70th win. Grounded to short. Short with the play. Oh, you know what that means? It means it's time for trivia. Among players with 400 or more home runs, 5 hit the majority of their home runs with the Yankees. Who are they? I think Soriano.
Yeah, I think there's a couple in there that kind of layups.
Now, it's just the guys we showed. Troy Benjamin, our producer, or could it be like Mickey Mantle? Okay, so Mickey's another. And Gehrig's another.
I mean, we got to throw Babe in there, Michael. Isn't that kind of a given? Isn't Babe Ruth on the top of every Yankee list?
Mm-hmm. Now, I wonder if Alex had the majority of his home runs with the Yankees. Soriano, I think, the majority of his home runs. No. Oh. Grounded left side, through for a base hit for Judge. That's his 2nd base hit of the night.
With that uppercut, you get a little top spin on the baseball, so that hop gets through infield, along with it being Aaron Judge, who hits the ball a little bit harder than most people.
So here's Dominguez from the right side against the lefty Holton. And another base hit. A 3-hit night for the rookie. First and second, 2 men out.
Well, a lot of these have been on fastballs, and Michael, I think you're right. I think you're going to see in the next couple of series a lot of breaking balls and a lot of off-speed pitches to see if Dominguez can handle that also. But these are just great swings.
He's got a lot to smile about. That base hit brings his average to 333 in the early going. One and 0. 3 homers, 5 ribbies, OPS 1.143. Yeah, you'll sign up for that at any age. Torres with a fly ball left field. Akil Baddoo is there, puts it away, and that'll do it. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 men left on base. We go to the 7th, 4-1 Yanks. And let's do it. Deep to right field. See ya. A 2-run home run for Volpe. That ball is gone.
Boy, I tell you what, so much fun to watch. Absolutely sensational. The joint is jumping. It really is something.
Fields rolls across in time. Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
Here's some straight talk for you. Use your loved ones to save money on wireless. You could add your favorite son.
You could add your ex. Add grandma, but don't tell her about the unlimited talk part.
More lines mean more savings with Straight Talk. Get unlimited data, talk, and text for $25 a line.
The Audi Electric Moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today.
Well, Clark Smith, he's been good. He gave up a run in the first inning, and then he's really settled down and kind of got back to just the cutter and a lot of sinkers. And, you know, he's had success against a team that struggles offensively, but he's done a good job.
16 in a row since the first inning. He got the final out of the first, and then it's been 1-2-3 since then. And Greg Weissert warming up for the Yanks. Torkelson, Carpenter, and Vierling. One and 0. There's a strike. That was a base hit. That breaks the string of 16 in a row. Torkelson with a single to start out the 7th.
I think Aaron Boone is loving to see the extent, you know, his extending Schmidt, because he's got that magic number in his mind, which has been around 75 pitches, third time through the lineup. And that's the one improvement he's going to have to make to be a premier starter.
And a strike to Carpenter. Wandy Peralta joins Weishart. They sound like they're throwing hard. Good acoustics.
Used to love that in right field, Michael, when they were warming up behind you on the visiting fields. Sounded like the guy was throwing a million out there, and you think, wow, am I going to hit this guy?
No, that sounded a little too fast. This guy the other way. 1-2 on Carpenter. He's driven in the Tigers' only run with an RBI single in the first. Swing and a miss, tied him up with the cutter. Carpenter strikes out for the second time.
Well, I was just really interested to see. There was no shake off there, and he went to the cutter. So he gave up a hit with a knuckle curve first time up, sinker away for strike 3, and now a cutter in. And like I said, there was no shake off from Schmidt. So this was all Wells, which is great sequence for a hitter that's been very hot.
There's Vierling. And a strike.
Again, you talk about Aaron Boone wanting to get him through these 7th innings, you know, just so he's accustomed to doing it.
And a strike. Quickly 0-2 on Vierling. Vierling 0 for 2, struck out, and a little soft liner back to the mound in the 4th.
Well, which Schmidt would give for a nice double play ball right here.
Nice stab there by Wells.
Again, this looks like, you know, you've got all the time in the world, but boy, it happens so quick, and that was just like you called it, Michael, just a stab.
Every pitcher that has pitched to Wells so far, they've raved about him. Absolutely raved about his poise and composure and how he knew how to work with them and the stuff. And we mentioned the cutter that got Carpenter. Against his cutter tonight, the Tigers are 0 for 8.
And that's just making an adjustment, because I think he had so much success on Thursday in Detroit with the knuckle curve, but then he gave up a couple hits early with it, so you find another pitch that works. And tonight it's been his sinker and his cutter.
Ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Stopping at second is Torkelson. And Vierling picks up a single, first and second, 1 man out. Looks like Boone is poised to go get Schmidt.
Well, you got the ground ball, Michael. It just found a hole. Easy, you know, if this ball's at Gleyber Torres, he's out of the inning. Gleyber playing up the middle, and you see this to the right side, a big hole, and it finds its way into right field.
So Matt Blake comes out, so he's not taking the hook with him. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. So he's at 96 pitches. As you said, Paul, he needs a little double play ground ball. Get through this 7th inning. Yankees lead 4-1. They've out-hit the Tigers 10-4. Schmidt's season high in pitches, 99 this year. And the pitch to Ibanez is a strike. There's that cutter. Sky the other way. That's out of play. Top of the 7th inning. Yankees 4 and the Tigers 1. That one is lined into center field. It's a base hit. Torkelson. Around third. He's heading home. The throw is cut off by Schmidt. Moving to third is Vierling. It's an RBI single for Ibanez. And now it's 4-2. And that's going to do it. For Schmidt, we'll take a look at the pitching decisions presented by Sage.
Well, if you look, he got ahead with a cutter away. And then all of a sudden, you're trying to get that two-seamer in right here to get a ground ball, but he didn't quite get it in. He was able to line it into center field, trying to get that two-seamer in to get a ground ball. He just missed on location. He was a little surprised right here. He was sent home.
So Schmidt goes 6 1/3. He's given up 2 runs. The runners on base, his responsibility. The Yankees go to the pen. And let's do it. Deep to right field. See ya. A 2-run home run for Bowlby. That ball is gone.
Boy, I tell you what, so much fun to watch. Absolutely sensational. The joint is jumping. It really is something.
And a VTEC turbo engine. The Acura Integra is North American Car of the Year.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people like Sam who make
everyday products designed smarter.
Like a smart coffee grinder that orders fresh beans for you.
Oh, genius. For more breakthroughs like that,
I need a breakthrough card.
Like ours, with 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more.
Plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases.
And with greater spending potential, Sam can keep making smart ideas
a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine. You can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Now get the 2023 Nissan Rogue with best-in-class fuel economy among gas engines.
Yankees baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Delta, the official airline of the New York Yankees. Delta, keep climbing. And by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. 99 pitches for Schmidt, matching his career high. Didn't walk about or struck out 6. Leaves 2 runners on base, has allowed 2 runs scored. Peralta deals inside to Meadows, who checks the swing, 1-0. 59th game for Wandy. Well, Tampa Bay has beaten Boston 3-1. So if the Yankees could hold on, they'll move closer to climbing out of the American League East cellar and passing one of the teams in front of them. Well, right now, the lead hanging in the balance, first and third with 1 man out. 1-2. Yankees 10 hits, Tigers 5. High fly ball. Dominguez makes the catch. Tagging is Vierling. He'll toss the ball into second, so a sac fly for Meadows. And now it's a one-run game. Yankees 4, Tigers 3. Time for tonight's injury report, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Yankees placed Keenan Middleton on the 15-day IL, retroactive to the 3rd. Right shoulder inflammation, and that's a little bit of a blow for the Yankees. He's been great since coming over. 11 games, 0.68 ERA, 17 strikeouts, and 13 1/3 innings pitched. So here's Kelly, swing and a miss. Pretty heads-up play. I mean, not to go overboard for a 20-year-old. Not trying to muscle up and get the player at home because he's keeping the tying run out of scoring position.
Yeah, there was no intent there, and I was very anxious to see if he was going to try to show his arm off and launch one, but you're right. He threw to second base, which is the proper base. Once in a while, you know, the game can get away from you, and you try to do too much.
And he does have a very good arm. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Peralta gets out of further trouble. But the Tigers creep closer, 2 runs, 3 hits, no 1 man left. At the end of 6 1/2, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. Yankees lead the Tigers 4-3, but we'll stay right here as they honor America in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you rise and remove your caps? And please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Navy Petty Officer 3rd Class Robert Angeletti from Hopewell Junction, New York, who served in the Vietnam War. The Yankees say thank you for your sacrifice and service to our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Merrill's rendition of God Bless America.
Moment.
Y'all know what Arby's $5 boneless wings and crinkles means. Cannonball! Arby's, we have the meat.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Now through September 13th, you could join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
That's how we do.
This week, Stop and Shop for great deals. Stop and Shop salad blends are 2 for $4. Lay's potato chips or Lay's kettle chips are $1.97 each when you buy 3 with a digital coupon. And mini cucumbers, mini sweet peppers, or Campari tomatoes are 2 for $4. Stop and Shop. Feed the moment.
It's time for your Ford Studio Update. Bob and Flash with you. And you mentioned on the pregame, in winning 7 of 8, the Yankees have had that good combo of power hitting and solid starting pitching.
Jason Dominguez is going to get a lot of the conversation after the game. His first Yankee Stadium home run and laying out line drives all over the field from both sides of the plate. But starting pitching, Clark Schmidt doing it again. Dominant for 6 innings. Aaron Boone letting him go into the 7th. Struggled a little bit, but it's going to be another step forward for him.
We'll hear from Schmidt, Dominguez, Boone, and more on the postgame, guys.
Thank you, Bob and John. 4-10-0 for the Yanks, 3-5-0 for the Tigers. Manning lasted 1 inning, got hit on the right foot, 119.5 miles an hour off the bat of Stanton. Kerry Carpenter 1 for 3 in RBI single. Schmidt, they just talked about 6 in the 3rd. Jason Dominguez had himself a night, 3 for 4. Jason Foley now takes over. This will be his 60th game. And he'll face Giancarlo Stanton. Foley's from the island, North Belmore, New York, and Nassau County. Undrafted out of Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut. He played with teammate Zach Short. That's pretty great for Sacred Heart. We have two ball players on one team in the big leagues. Yeah.
All right. You're going with my cousin Ben.
Mm-hmm. Wells takes outside 1-0. Wells 0 for 3 in his Yankee Stadium debut. Played all 3 games in Houston. Fouled that one straight back. 98 miles an hour by Foley. Foley's had an excellent season. High leverage guy in the pen. Mostly sets up, but he does have 7 saves as well. And is considered one of the best sinker ballers in the league. He's allowed only 2 home runs this year. And they were back-to-back, Jorge Polanco and Max Kepler on August 16th in Minnesota. Grounded to first. Torkelson beats Wells to the bag. 2-away. Here's the answer to the trivia question. The question was among players with 400 or more home runs. 5 hit the majority of their home runs with the Yankees. Who are they? Babe, Gehrig, A-Rod, Mantle, and Mark Teixeira. I would not have thought that.
No.
Good question. Here's Volpe. and 2. Now, in terms of majority, A-Rod made it by 3 home runs. Tex made it by 2. The lowest percentage for anybody who played for the Yankees out of the 400 home run club is Dave Kingman. He had 4 of his 442 with the Yanks.
Kong. Where did he hit the most, James?
Grounded to third, Vierling. And the Yankees go down in order against Foley. We're going to go to the 8th.
I'm going to find out about Dave Kingman, all right?
At playing dress up. Well, we have a few beeping machines. We think the tooth fairy should travel everywhere. And while hospitals have doctors and nurses, we have mom and dad. We don't provide treatment, but we do provide dogs. And we throw some really good parties. Because at Ronald McDonald House Charities, we help families feel at home, even when they can't be.
What is your healing power? Helping veterans with PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, depression, anxiety, or loneliness? Is your healing power a simple, heartfelt letter or being a volunteer? At healvets.org, you can find out more about the healing power of pen pals, volunteers, and therapy kits. Help Heal Veterans, together with you, has been helping veterans heal. What is your healing power? Find out at healvets.org.
Saturday on Yes, Derek Jeter's back in pinstripes for his debut at Old Timers Day, and you can see it all right here on Yes. Watch as the Yankees celebrate the 25th anniversary of the 1998 championship team, with many of the members of that team participating in the ceremonies on the field. Coverage begins at 11:30 a.m. on Yes and the Yes app, and then stay tuned for the Yankees-Brewers game, which begins at 2 p.m. Pereira takes over in left field, and Oswaldo moves over to right, replacing Stanton. Hyundai scoreboard 4-3 Yanks. So, talking about Kingman getting 4 of his 442. 154 for Kingman was with the Mets, 100 with the A's. And I thought about Kingman a lot as the game has evolved to where we are right now. How much money would he make in this game right now? Strikeouts don't seem to scare people away.
He was like the before his time launch angle. I mean, high fly balls, uppercut, strikeout, home run, or walk.
And there's a strike to short, 3-2. Weissert is up in the pen. And short down on strikes.
Well, we talk about it over and over again, how good his changeup is, but you forget about his two-seamer. It can be mid-90s up to 97 and throw the ball by somebody.
Javi Baez is going to pinch hit for Baddoo. You know, we just showed Weissert in the bullpen. And, you know, we're all rightfully getting a little bit excited about the Yankees getting back to their winning ways. But one thing that you have to note, I don't think he's keeping Schmidt in as long as he did in a game that they had to win. And he's not bringing Weissert in to a game with a one-run lead in a game they have to win. So if things do get tighter, you're going to see them manage these games completely in a different manner. Oh, nice diving stop by Peraza to throw the first, not nearly in time, as Baez picks up an infield single.
Well, Baez came in. You talked about it last night. 0 for 14. He had 3 hits last night and then a pitch hit tonight. Finds a hole.
Baez in the second year of a 6-year contract he signed with the Tigers. Now, he has an opt-out at the end of this year. My guess is he's not opting out. Here's Andre Lipsius.
Baez ran last night, so you got to watch him. 12 stolen bases on the year. Obviously, Peralta, left-hander, can negate a big jump.
Now, that's one of the knocks on Wells, is he going to be able to throw at the big league level. There's been one attempted stolen base, Maurice Dubon, and he gunned him out. So he's 1 for 1. One and one. One and two. You're right, Paul. You do forget that Wandy throws hard, but his changeup is his money pitch.
Yeah, he got that ball up in the strike zone. This sinker, he wants to go down and away to a righty. That ball was up.
And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. There's the change. 2 away.
Well, if you're going to go down and away, you might as well go down and away with your best pitch, and that's the changeup. Watch him turn it over. See that side spin? It just runs away from a right-handed hitter. Great pitch.
So Matt Blake goes out and talks with the dangerous Torkelson coming up. Spencer has 25 home runs on the season. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Yankees hold a 1-run lead. So the tying runs at first. Take a look at the bullpen budget. They use Holmes. So he's pitched 3 out of 4 days. They'll avoid him today. Loazic is available. Canely is available. So the bullpen in very good shape. Remember, they called up Matt Crook, the lefty, today to replace Keenan Middleton on the roster after Middleton went on the 15-day IL. Baez leads off first. 1-0 count on Torkelson. Two and 0. Former first pick in the draft, putting together his best season. 25 homers, 72 runs batted in. Swings for the change, 2-1. Pitch is high. 3-1 with Carpenter on deck. Three and two. think he will go on 3-2-2 out, so anything in the gap probably ties the score. Upstairs. So Torkelson walks, and that moves the tying run into scoring position and puts the go-ahead run on base. Looks like Boone is just loath to go to Weissert here in this big moment. He's got the lefty Carpenter up anyway.
Yeah, too good a matchup right here for Wandy. He's so good against left-handed hitters.
And that's why he had him face Torkelson, but they said be very careful because you have a lefty coming up next. Inside. You see Volpe shading up the middle. Outfield fairly straight away. Dominguez a step or two toward left center. Wandy not as sharp as we've seen him in the past. Count 2-0. Carpenter hits 261 against lefties. Not awful, and against righties, 296. So he's worked the count in his favor. Skied the other way, down the left field line, and that is a foul ball. Lefties against Peralta at 127. They slugged 210. Both of them are fifth in the majors with a minimum of 75 batters faced.
Well, he challenged him 2-0. He went a fastball. Carpenter a little late.
First and second, 2 outs. 8th inning, 4-3 Yanks. 3-1.
Well, you get the feeling, Michael, that this is kind of the game on the line right here. And if Wandy can make the pitch, get out of this inning, you feel good about going into the 9th. And give the Tigers anything to rally around here.
All right, so now it's 3-2 with that foul ball, and the runners will go.
Very hard if you're Wells. You know that Peralta's success against lefties. Carpenter has not been able to catch up to the fastball, but Wandy loves his changeup. So what do you call here?
Baez from second, Torkelson from first. They'll be going. The payoff. They'll do it again.
Again, a fastball, a sinker up out of the strike zone, but Carpenter not able to pull the trigger and get to it. It's been late on every fastball.
So Peralta 33 pitches in. And the runners will go. And the payoff. Popped up and out of play. Good at bat for Carpenter.
Carpenter is in swing mode. There's been 3 consecutive fastballs up out of the strike zone, and he's hacking at all of them.
He has not thrown his signature change. 7 pitches in. And the 3-2. They walked him to load the bases. And now Boone has to to bring on Weissert with Vierling due up. So Wandy loads the bases with 2 outs. Yankees holding on to a 1-run lead. And now they have to go to the rookie Weissert to get Vierling. Yankee lead is hanging in the balance. Weissert coming on.
I walk along the city streets you used to walk along with me. And every step I take recalls how much in love we used to be. Oh, how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me.
And asked about any treatment advances.
That talk made a real difference.
It gave me new hope.
Talk to your cardiologist today. You may be glad you did.
Well, this fall on Yes, the Nets tip off a new season headlined by last year's breakout star Mikal Bridges. Coverage begins October 2nd with live interviews from Nets Media Day. Then don't miss preseason action as Brooklyn takes on the Lakers in Las Vegas on October 9th and the 76ers at home on October 16th. It's all right here on Yes and streaming on the Yes app. Beautiful shot of this great city as Greg Weissert comes on. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Yankees lead 4-3. Vierling 1 for 3 in the game. And the pitch. There's a strike. Weissert out of Fordham University. And a big jam not too far from campus. The 0-1.
You see the lights at Yankee Stadium from campus?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can. One. 1-2. Bases loaded. 4-3 Yanks, top of the 8th. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Got a fastball by him. Weissert comes on and does the job as the Tigers lead. The bases loaded. No runs. 1 hit. And 3 men left. The Yankees holding on to a 1-run lead. Weissert gets the job done.
As parents, we pay Outbacks for school. So here's a novel idea. Just spend less on your kids. Amazon has great deals on everything kids need. Instead of spending more, he spent less.
Why would a person spend more money?
He's 8 and he gets it.
I'm 10.
That's less impressive. Spending less costs less, financially.
I spend less on my grandkids.
And they don't even know it. So spend less on your kids with Amazon's back-to-school deals.
It's fiscally advantageous.
I don't even know what that means.
And let's do it. Driven into left center field and deep. See ya!
Boy, I tell you what, so much fun to watch. Absolutely sensational.
A nice, clean affair.
I mean, the joint is jumping. It really is something.
sandwich items for just $6.99 each at Domino's.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding your back is back, or finding psoriasis can't deny the splendor of these thighs. Once daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
It's time for the defensive play of the game. And Greg Weiser just defended the lead. Came in with the bases loaded and got the fastball right by Vierling to keep it 4-3.
Yeah, it was a big opportunity for Weiser. He did a great job. The key to that at bat was strike one, getting ahead early, and he was able to get a swing and a miss outside the strike zone.
And now Alex Lang will come on. Sixth pitcher used by the Tigers. Clay Holmes getting ready. A lot of changes for the Tigers defensively. Hyundai scoreboard, Yankees lead 4-3. I'll show you those changes after the first pitch to Peraza.
Oh, boy.
Low bridge as he squared the bunt. That's no fun.
Well, because you're kind of going towards first, towards the baseball, and it's just you're not used to picking it up as a hitter from that angle. That is a scary pitch.
Here's the defensive alignment now. Vierling is in left. Ibanez moves to right. Lipsius, Baez short, and Torkelson third to first. Kelly remains behind the plate with Lang on the mound. Lang was on the mound when he served up a game-tying 2-out, 3-run home run to Anthony Volpe last Thursday in Detroit. Yankees ended up losing that game on the throwing error by Torres. Fair ball, it's a tough play. Fair ball, it's a base hit. Third hit for Peraza.
The things are starting to go well for Peraza offensively. Better swings. If you hit it hard, it's a hit. If you hit it soft, it's a little chopper for a hit. You get a lot of options here now. Whether you want to try to take second base, that's a little slider that he topped. The good fortune of the grass kept it fair.
Second three-hit game out of the last four for Peraza. Here's Oswaldo Cabrera. Peraza goes. The throw to second is in time. What a throw by Kelly to nab Peraza.
Boy, took a perfect throw. He had a good jump. I mean, he's standing still, but still a good jump. Ball right there. Peraza slides right into it. Yeah, he definitely got him.
High fly ball right field. Ibanez makes the play. 2 outs here in the 8th. So here is LeMahieu. He's 2 for 4. And a strike from Lang. Manning started, then Brisky, Cisnero, Holton, Foley, and now Lang. Clay Holmes will try to close it out in the ninth. Two and one on LeMahieu. Lang's money pitch is the breaking ball. He has a 50% swing and miss rate on that pitch. StatCast originally pegged it as a slider, but to Lang, he said it's a little more like a curve. First round pick in 2017 by the Cubs. And that's ball 4 to LeMahieu. And that gets Judge in it back. Judge with a walk, couple of hits, double and a single, so he's 2 for 3. And a strike from Lang. One and one to Judge. Judge 31 home runs, 58 runs batted in. On deck, Jason Dominguez. And the righty deals. Count levels at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Here in the bottom of the 8th.
Lang's had a good year as their closer. And you talked about his slider, Michael, but it's been a lot of fastballs. He's not been able to get to the point where he is right here, where he can put a hitter away with that slider.
Grounded foul. Lipsius is deep at third, close to the line. Baez shades into the hole on the left side. Another foul ball. Short. Shades up the middle at second base. So they've outlawed shifts, but that is as close to a shift as you can get. The 2-2. Count full of 3-2, so that releases the runner at first. LeMahieu goes. Another foul ball. Judge making Lang work. Pitch at bat so far. And the payoff. Hit shortly to Baez. He'll go across the diamond. He'll get Judge, and that'll do it here in the 8th. No runs ahead. One man left. Clay Holmes will come on and try to close it out.
Dupixent helps you do more with less asthma and can help you breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
After a short amount of time taking Prevagen, I started noticing a difference. Then I'm remembering this and remembering that. I stopped taking Prevagen and I found myself slacking back, so I jumped right back on it. I feel as if it's brought me back to the good old days.
Prevagen, at stores everywhere without a prescription.
Interest gas prices devastating.
While the world fights uncertainty, Crow will help you embrace volatility. Audit, tax, advisory, consulting. Crow.
It's time for the plays of the game, brought to you by your local Chevy dealers.
Well, the Utes are taking over the role of the players of the game right here. Hit number 1. Peraza hit number 2 out to right center field. And just to complete the night, a little chopper, but it counts. 3 hits on the night. Good plays of the game.
Out of his last 4 games, 2 3-hit nights. And now Clay Holmes trying to nail down his 18th save in 21 opportunities. Let's take a look at his arsenal on StatCast 3D by Google Cloud.
Well, that orange one right there, Michael, is bread and butter. That's sinker, and it's hard, and it sinks a lot. Been throwing a slider a little bit more, and that thing on the bottom, Michael, I know nothing about.
Here is Ibanez to lead off the 9th inning. 1-0. He's pitched a lot, 7th appearance in the last 10 days, the most in any 10-day span is his career. Two and 0. Taken all the way. Strike 1.
Come out here, come out.
Broken back, ground ball, Peraza. 1 out. Well, stay tuned. After the final out for tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame, get analysis.
a city that doesn't sleep, and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Never sleeps, and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, it's up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep, and find I'm king of vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. That never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, up to you, New York, New York, New Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. That never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues, up to you, New